The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 19th day of May, 2023. And as we play the games of Friday, July 27, 2001, the NL West race is pretty much a toss-up. The Giants are 4.5 games up on Colorado and Arizona. If you watched our stream last night or on YouTube, that Colorado bullpen can be as trusted as far as you can throw them, which is not very far at all. So I think in the end, this is going to be the race, the Diamondbacks and the Giants. It's going to be Kirk Reeder going for the Giants in Phoenix on a 93-degree night. The roof is closed. Oliver, I don't think the game kind of accounts for that because it's giving me a wind of left to right at 7. It's always disappointing when you do a Diamondbacks game from this era and it's not either Randy Johnson nor Curt Schilling pitching. It's Brian Anderson who gets the call for the Dbacks. Giants still in first place with about 9 weeks to go in the season. Game 104 for San Francisco. Game 103 for Arizona. It's yours next. As Retro Sports Network presents 2001 an Action PC Season Odyssey. Today from Bank One Ballpark in Phoenix, Arizona, it's the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And indeed, it will be Brian Anderson who gets the call. You know what I forgot to do? It's helpful to do this. Anywho, as we said, Brian Anderson gets the call, making his 15th start of the year. 5-5 with a not found ERA of 4.04. 29 years old, fastball at 85, and a fly ball pitcher. His last start came against the Giants in San Francisco on July 22nd, 5 days ago. 5 innings in that one in the 7-4 loss. In fact, he got Christmas straight. 101 pitches, 12 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, a home run, allowed a walk and a strikeout. In fact, he has not won a ball game since June 2nd when he beat the Padres 6-2. Overall for Brian, 84 2/3, 92 hits, 45 runs, 38 earned, 11 home runs, 16 walks, 33 strikeouts. He does not call NBA games. He does not call baseball games on Turner. And he does not call Milwaukee Brewer games. It's not that, Brian Anderson. Calvin Murray will lead off for the Giants in center field. Rich Aurilia batting second, playing short. Barry Bonds in left will hit third. Jeff Kent cleans up at second. Andres Galarraga at first will bat fifth. Santiago, is that going to sneeze? Behind the plate, batting sixth. Goodness gracious. Eric Davis in right will bat seventh. Pedro Feliz at third goes eighth, and Kirk Reeder on the mound should throw about 105 pitches, batting ninth. Defensive relief for the Diamondbacks: Louis Gonzalez an 8 and a 5 in left, Batista a 5 and an 8 in center, Reggie Sanders a 5 and a 6 in right. I got to sneeze again. Matt Williams a 4 at third, Craig Counsell a 3 at short, Junior Spivey a 4 at second. And appropriately, I sneeze when Mark Grace, goodness, is a 7 at first. Damian Miller behind the plate, he's a 7 and a 5. And Brian Anderson is a 7 on the mound with a .953 fielding percentage. Oh, my word. Ugh. It's the snottiest intro I've ever had. So that's the lineup. Calvin Murray at 207, 4 homers and 14 RBI. Warm night here in Phoenix. Game starts, ball 4. Hopefully this is not the pitching crapola that we had last night between Colorado and San Francisco. Aurelia stepping in at 293, 12 homers and 52 RBI. Little ground ball, Council charges, only play is at first, over to Grace, and Aurelia is out on a bang-banger. So Murray goes to second for Barry Bonds. Barry at 313, 37 homers, and 85 RBI. Popped up right side, there's Grace. And there's 2 out for Jeff Kent at 272, 8 homers and 58 RBI. Didn't think you'd want to hear me blow my nose. As Kent digs back in. Pitch from Anderson. Kent swings. Nope, ball 4. Check swing, ball 4. So the second walk for Anderson. In 133 and a third real innings, he walked 30. On the replay, he's walked 18 with a 2 in this first inning. Here's Andres Galarraga, now 1 for 8 since coming over from Texas with an RBI and a double. Ground ball, Anderson, first base side, over to Grace, and that'll do it. So the Giants leave on 2. It didn't hurt them the other night when they left on half the city. After half an inning, no score. So Kirk Reeder gets the call, 10-5 with a 4.41 ERA. Reeder, 22nd start of the year, is 30 years old, fastball at 85, and a standard pitcher. Woody, as he is called, last faced the Diamondbacks 5 days ago in San Francisco in a 7-4 win. 5 innings, gets credit for the win. 103 pitches, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2 and struck out 4. So overall for Reeder, 120 in the third innings, 139 hits, 63 runs, 59 earned, 10 homers. He's walked 50 while striking out 47. The lineup he will face. How you doing, midlife crisis? Good afternoon, Burlington. Craig Counsell leads off for the Diamondbacks at short. Junior Spivey at second will bat second. Louis Gonzalez in left goes third. Matt Williams at third cleans up. Mark Grace at first will bat fifth. Reggie Sanders in right goes sixth. Batista in center batting seventh. Damian Miller behind the plate goes eighth. And Anderson, through 24 pitches in his half of the first inning, will bat ninth. Barry Bonds is a 4 and a 6 in left as we set the San Francisco defense for you. Cal Murray a 7 and a 4 in center. Eric Davis a 6 and a 5 in right. John's working, looking forward to starting your LCSs when you get home. So what was the how the American League East turn out for you? Pedro Feliz a 3 at third. Aurelia a 6 at short. Jeff Kent a 7 at second. Andres Galarraga a 3 at first. Benito Santiago average 5 and a 5 behind the plate, and Reeder is an 8 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Counsell stepping in at 293, 4 homers and 21 RBI. Helps if the mouse is in the right spot. Pitch to Counsell into right field. Davis will get that one on a hop. And Arizona starts off with a base hit. For Junior Spivey, 20 for 79. Looks good until you look and see it's 253. A home run and 9 RBI. Reeder deals into center field. Murray moving over into right center. Makes the catch. Counsell retreats to first. 1 out. Here's Louis Gonzalez. 306, 35 homers. That's behind Bonds for the National League lead, but he has driven in 91. Little ground ball. Reeder, third base side. Kent for 1. No. The throw to first is late, and so they'll get the 4s. 1-4 for Matt Williams, hitting 256, 6 homers, and 32 RBI. The Red Sox pounded Jim Palmer in the makeup game of John's Midlife Crisis' 77 replay. It was doing Dwayne Kuiper, I believe. Held on to win 6-4, and by the virtue of that, the Yankees don't win the World Series. The Bronx will still burn, and everyone will think of Reggie Jackson still as an Oakland A. So it'll be the Red Sox and the Rangers for the ALCS for John, and the Reds and the Phils, I believe, in the NLCS. So a rematch of 76. Ting out went 7 strong, gave up 4, and pitched out trouble constantly. Oh, the Red Sox pitching in 77. You're using Strat for that, right? The Red Sox pitching in 77 as carded by Stratomatic. Well, there's just kind of a phrase for that. Some kind of terrible. Pitch to Williams. Matt, ground ball to short. Aurelia might get 2. Nope. It's a poor play. He got a late jump, and Williams will beat it out. So what should have been an out, either at first or second, is not, and that'll bring up Mark Reyes at 278. 10 homers and 33 RBI. I've looked at that going, but you said the Mets, or the Reds. Seaver not ready, so Paul Mosco gets the start in Game 1 for Cincinnati. I'm assuming it's going to be Mr. Carlton for Philadelphia. So first and second here for Arizona. Reeder deals to Grace. In the left center, Murray running over. And Cal will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the second here on a warm night in Phoenix, no score. So Santiago, Davis, and Feliz to face Anderson. Benito at 273, no homers, and 27 RBI. Anderson's pitch. Liner right field. That's going to go down in the corner for extra bases. Santiago has 2. He might get 3. He's going to try for 3. Spivey with a cutoff. He throws to Williams. It's going to be close, but Santiago has his 3rd triple of the year. Not bad for a catcher, no? So that'll bring up Eric Davis. Eric at 128 and 7 RBI. Indians, who was the focus of John on that replay, 182. He hasn't done a deep dive yet, but after their July swoon, they were 8 or 10 below 500. Carlton will go games 1 and 5 if needed, unless he gets knocked out early in Game 1. Pitch to Davis. Base hit left center field. Bautista will pick it up. Santiago scores, and the Giants go up 1-0. These are the games that San Francisco needs to win. Feliz at 244, 3 homers and 12 RBI. It was Jim Longborg's last year, I think, too, right? 77. Feliz into left field. Gonzalez will make the catch, and Davis goes back to first. So 1 out for Reeder. Grayson Williams come in. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Reeder at 154 with an RBI. See what they do. They're playing for the bunt. Anderson's pitch. Reeder swings, and that's in the left center for a base hit. Gonzalez will pick it up. They don't bunt. First and second, 1 out for Calvin Murphy. Reds pitching not very good. No, I think that primarily was their downfall in the late 70s. Sparky had to mix and match so much. So you're predicting Phils in 4. That series starts in Philadelphia, right? And the 1 and 2 in Philly, and of course that was the era where the middle 3 games were all at the same site, or the last 3 games in that best of 5. Brian Anderson opening 9, 39 pitches, an inning and a third, 3 hits, 2 walks, first to second for Murray, who walked his first time up. Pitch, Murray popped up right center. Bautista will grab it, makes the catch. Davis bluffs, but will hold. Red Sox pitching stinks. Oh my God, does it ever? That their Red Sox pitching is Limburger in 77. Rangers starters pretty formidable in a short series. It's interesting because Fergie Jenkins will go to Texas for 78, so he's going to go Rangers in 4. So Matlack, you got for 2 starts if needed for Texas. Aurelia, by the way, 0 for 1. First and second, 1-0 Giants, 2 out. Aurelia ground ball to Spivey. Jr. throws to first, and that will take care of San Francisco. But they do get a run on 3 hits, however, no errors. Bottom of the second, 1-0 New York, San Francisco, New York. Yes, Ron, it's 1957 all over again. Reggie Sanders leads off the second for Arizona. Sanders at 254, 16 homers and 55 RBI. I think you were watching when I did 78, John, and the Rangers won the American League West for me using Action PC. Pitch to Sanders, line drive to Feliz, 1 out. And then I think they pulled the greatest upset in all the years that I've been doing these streams. It's Danny Bautista hitting 300 with 2 homers and 14 RBI. Reeder deals. Bautista lines this one, or ground ball to Galarraga rather. Andres takes it in the bag, 2 out. Not only did the Rangers win the West, which wasn't a big surprise, as Damian Miller steps in, 241, 5 homers and 24 RBI. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll get that in a second. The Yankees won the East with relative ease, and so it was the Rangers and the Yankees in that ALCS. Somehow that series got to 5 games. Game 5 at the stadium in the big old ballpark in the Bronx, with Ron Guidry on the hill, and Bobby Bonds beat the tar out of him. The Rangers went to the World Series. Yet the Rangers rotation in 77, Bert Blyleven, Gaylord Perry, Doc Ellis, Doyle Alexander, and Matlack's over there at that point, right or no? Pitch to Miller. Base hit left center field. Murray is going to play that one off the wall, and Damian is into second standing with his 14th double. So a 2 out, Brian Anderson's going to swing here. 5 for 23 on the replay with an RBI. Oh, not yet. So in 78, they'll add Ferguson Jenkins and John Matlack. They lose Blyleven into right center. Murray coming in and makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 2, 1-0 San Francisco. Of course, Perry would go to San Diego and win the Cy Young there. Barry Bonds is 0 for 1. They get Al Oliver, and yeah, so a good deal for Texas. Strong teams in that era. don't get the recognition because they never won anything. Ground ball to first. Grace is there. But you're not the first, and that's an out. You're not the first one to tell me you've gotten the 77 Rangers to win. Here's Kent. Jeff walked his first time up. Struck him out. Anderson swung on and missed a 2-2 fastball, or got Kent to go on a 2-2 fastball. Here's Galarraga. Andres is 0 for 1. To third, Williams across the way over to Grace, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the third here in Phoenix on a 90-degree night, 1-0 San Francisco. So top of the lineup for Arizona, Counsell, Spivey, and Gonzalez. Reader's opening 9, 38 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits. Counsell 1 for 1, now 2 for 2 as he punches that in for a single to center. Brings up Junior Spivey, who was 0 for 1. They coasted. They were in the Rangers. They were in first almost all season. The Royals struggled and went on a midseason run, got to about 5, and then faded. Really, from the end of the A's dynasty, you could just put a bunch of teams in a hat and pull one out and go, okay, in that division. Pitch to Spivey. Base hit left field. Gonna drop in front of Barry. Counsell's gonna hold. So full count single, first and second for Louis Gonzalez. That's not what Reader wanted. Louis 0 for 1. In the center, the crowd likes it. Back goes Cal Murray. He'll make the catch. Counsell will tag and go. Murray with a good throw to Feliz. Counsell, I believe, gets under the tag. Yes, sir. So second and third. Now 1 out for Matt Williams, who singled his first time up. Giants up 1-0. Bottom of the third. Arizona knocking on the door. Pitch to Williams. Base hit left field. Counsell will score. Bonds will pick it up. Spivey will hold. And runners on the corners now in a tie game. From the Diamondbacks, that's their 6th hit of the ball game. Bernie, how are you? Bernie put some extra batteries in his TV clicker for all the stuff on this weekend. Mike Grace is 0 for 1. Runners on the corners. 1 out. So Williams on third. Spivey on third. Grace gets away from Santiago, and Spivey's going to score. So it's 2-1 on the wild pitch. Here's Grace with a 2-2 count, and Williams on second. So the lead now goes to Arizona. 2-1. 1 out, bottom of the third. Pitch to Grace. Fly ball right field. The crowd likes it. So does Eric Davis. But that will hit the wall. That's off the wall. Williams scores to make it 3-1. Grace is going to round second. Kent's throw to Feliz. Mark with a head for a slide. They don't get him. And for Grace, that's a triple. So the D-backs are teeing off on Reader. Reggie Sanders is 0 for 1. For Mark, that's his 2nd triple of the year. Reader deals, Sanders swings, fly ball deep left field. Grace is going to score. Bonds turns and watches it go. And the Diamondbacks have popped up a 4 spot so far, or 5 spot here in the third. So for Reggie, his 17th of the year, And in a game that San Francisco would have liked to have had, they're going to have to fight their way back. As Sanders tears it down the line and left. How you doing, Scotty? So 5-1 Diamondbacks. Here's Danny Bautista, who's 0 for 1. When are we going to get some Tiger games? Not in this replay or not. Pitch to Bautista, fly ball, left field. Bonds makes the catch, 2 out. Damian Miller with a double, 1 for 1. So the Diamondbacks a 5 spot here in the third. Right back to Reeder, left side of the mound, over to Galarraga. And that will do it. 5 runs, however, 5 hits and no errors. After 3, 5-1 Arizona. You'll get some next year. We're doing 88. And the Tigers feature prominently in that American League East race. Santiago, Davis, and Feliz to face Anderson, who's now been given a 4-run lead. Santiago tripled his first time up and scored. Yeah. You'll see the standings in a moment. Pay me $100, I'll do a Tiger game for you. Pitch to Santiago. Ground ball to Anderson, over to first. 1 out. Here's Eric Davis. I turned 30 in 2001. Davis, RBI single, 1 for 1. The lone run of the game for San Francisco so far. Anderson deals in the right field. Sanders moving over. Makes a diving catch on the grass for the 2nd out. Here's Feliz. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball left field, and that's gone. So Feliz, a home run, a no-doubter into the power alley in left center, and it's 5-2. Only his 4th of the year. Anderson just left that one way over the plate, and Feliz crushed it. The San Francisco team is loaded for bear offensively. There really isn't an easy spot. Reeder, by the way, singled his first time up. Ground ball left side, base hit. So I'll bring up Calvin Murray. Calvin has walked in his 0 for 1. Opening 18 for Anderson. 72 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits. A home run a moment ago to Feliz. Both the runs are earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. Reeder on first. Pitch to Murray. That's in the right center. Bautista moving over. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-2 Arizona. So here are the standings. And as you can tell, we're going to feature a lot of games for a team that's 37 and 62. Philadelphia's lead is now 2.5 over Florida in the National League East. Atlanta within 3. Philly's done some movement there. That's switching around. By the way, if you weren't with us last night, Robert Person from the Phillies threw a no-hitter. He no-hit the Expos. Houston's lead over the Cubs is 7. San Francisco 4.5 over Colorado and Arizona, and Colorado's bullpen is bad. In the American League East, the Yankees 3.5 over the Red Sox. The White Sox lead the Indians by 5, and that's the margin between Seattle and Oakland. So the wild cards, if the season were to end today, would be Florida and Oakland. So that Chicago-Cleveland race is even more important because right now there's no guarantee the Indians get anywhere. So Anderson's going to hit here. He's 0 for 1. Reeder starts the 4th. Ground ball right off the box. Over to first for the out. Here's Counsell. He's 2 for 2. He singled twice. Reeder opening 18, 3 1/3, 71 pitches, 8 hits, and a home run. That was to Reggie Sanders in the third. Ground ball up the box. Really a diving stop behind the bag. Over to first for the out. Brings up Junior Spivey, who was 1 for 2. Junior singled and scored. There's a fly ball, left center field. Back goes Bonds. Spivey has homered. That ball is gone. So it's now 6 to 2. Here it is again. In 2001, about this time of the year, John was in an inaugural Strat face-to-face league based out of South Jersey. Drafted 2 organizations from 2000 to seed our team. I had the Mariners and the Reds. It was fun, but I couldn't do it the following year. That league still exists today. It was started by an old friend of his in college who he met working in a theater box office for a class. That's cool. So Gonzalez comes up 0 for 2. Did you at least get to do 2002 with that Mariners team? Ken Griffey Jr. extraordinaire. Pitch to Gonzalez. Ground ball to Galarraga, and Andreas can't make the play. So a hit off the heel with a glove, and that's an error. So Louis on first. Williams 2 for 2. Has singled twice, an RBI, and a run scored. You can follow Mr. Yost channel, by the way, on YouTube. He's doing a pre-play, I believe, of all the conference finals games, using above the rim. Pitch to Williams, ball 4. Funny thing is, I knew his sister for a year before I knew him. This is John going. She used to always talk about how her brother loves Strat. What are the chances we'd end up meeting? We talked baseball and all things Strat for an entire semester. That's awesome. So the Diamondbacks trying to break this open, 2 out in the 4th. Mark Grace 1 for 2. Got a triple, drove in his 34th run and scored. Santiago and Reeder. Pitch to Grace. Base hit left center field. Bonds will pick it up. Gonzalez will round third. Bonds still has a good arm. The play at the plate is going to be not in time, and Louis is going to score. Williams moves to third. It's 7-2 Arizona. With Grace on first. Runners on the corners for Sanders, who hit his 17th his last time up. That'll do it. First day you showed up with a USA Today under your arm. He asked me if I like baseball. That's great. Now you're going to tell me you married a sister, right? Runners on the corners, 2 out. Pitch to Sanders. Struck him out, so Reeder gets out of it, but not before the Diamondbacks plate 2 more. On 2 hits and an error. After 4, 7-2 Arizona. So Anderson will need to get 3 outs to be eligible for his 6th win. Aurelia is 0 for 2. Anderson starts the inning. Fly ball, right field. Sanders, 1 out. Here's Barry Bonds. Barry is 0 for 2. Pitch. Ground ball to third. Williams over to Grace. Bonds is running, and Barry is out on a bang-banger. So 2 out for Jeff Kent. And this will dovetail perfectly because Anderson's due to bat 3rd and the 5th. Kent has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball, left center field. Bautista will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Halfway home on a windy 63-degree day here in Burlington. It's the D-backs 7, the Giants 2. If you joined us late, here's how he got here. Eric Davis, an RBI single to score Benito Santiago to make it 1-0 Giants in the second. Then in the third, Arizona opened the floodgates. Matt Williams, an RBI single to score Greg Counsell to tie the ball game at 1. Spivey scored on a wild pitch by Reeder to make it 2-1 Arizona. Now Mark Grace tripled home Matt Williams to make it 3-1. Reggie Sanders concluded the fireworks with a 2-run homer into left center to make it 5-1. Actually, that was down the line in left. Pedro Feliz hit one in the left center for the Giants in the fourth, his fourth of the year, to make it 5-2. Then Junior Spivey, I'll get to that in a second, with a solo shot to make it 6-2, and Mark Gray singled home Louis Gonzalez to make it 7-2. You had me at the first comment, John. Kirk Reeder has not had a good ballgame. Christmas tree, 10 hits through 4, 6 earned runs, 2 homers. And Ryan Anderson's day's about done, but he's eligible for the win. 5 hits through 5, 2 runs. Not a great effort. Won't matter. John says, no, but part of my courting ritual with my wife was arguing at parties about whether Pete belonged in the Hall. That's a keeper right there. That was it. Brunette with blue eyes who liked baseball. She had me at, quote, Rose is a scumbag. And if you click your shoes together 3 times, Big Clue should appear at that, right? Yep, that's a keeper. That's a keeper, John. Danny Bautista is 0 for 2. There's a ground ball to Galarraga. Andres to the bag himself. 1 out. Damian Miller, 1 for 2. A double. Ground ball to short. Aurelia over to Galarraga. 2 out. Is she a Philly fan too? Anderson, they'll pinch hit for him. Who can hit a lefty? Really nobody. But Steve Finley will get the call as a pinch hitter, 500 with an RBI. Overall, 249, 12 homers, and 49 RBI. Fly ball, right center field. Murray will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. New pitcher coming in for Arizona. Their lead, 7-2. Oh, and their bullpen is shot. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my word. Well, Greg Swindell will come in. I don't even know how to pronounce that word, John. Swindell, 36 years old, fastball at 82. 36 years old, 45th appearance, 0-5, 2 saves, and a 3.46 ERA. And this boatload of tired pitchers who are not going to have to run out there need someone to go 2 innings. He last pitched 2 nights ago against San Diego in a 6-2 loss, went 1 inning, 18 pitches, a walk, and a strikeout. 41 and 2/3, 37 hits, 18 runs, 16 earned, 5 homers. He's walked 7 and struck out 34. Yep, diehard Philadelphian, I would think. I have no idea what that is. I'm the voice of hope. Oh, dear Lord. Negadelphian, very pessimistic when it comes to Philadelphia sports. So we got a yin and a yang thing going. Isn't that the thing with most marriages, though? But loves them anyway. I've never heard of that before. Most Philly fans are quite pessimistic. Andres Galarraga is 0 for 2, by the way. Is now 0 for 3 as Swindell got him to look at an 0-2 curve right down Broadway. Or if you're a Philly fan, right down Broad Street. Here's Santiago. Benito tripled. Was 1 for 2 and he scored. Ball 4. There really isn't anybody who can go long distance in this one. And somehow, some way, the Diamondbacks need to get 12 outs. The Sixers just helped to supplant that feeling. You can go to the Wells Fargo Wachovia Comcast Spectrum, drop off your coaching resume today if you're interested in coaching the 76ers. Here's Eric Davis, 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. Struck him out, so Swindell won't be the guy that's going to go to. A full count curveball, 2 out for Feliz, who homered to left center, 1 for 2, his 4th of the year. 7-2 Diamondbacks, 2 outs, top the 6th. Feliz laces this one into center field. Bautista will pick it up. And San Francisco now, as Santiago is hanging around, he's going to go for it. Catches Bautista by surprise. The throw to Williams is not in time. So you'd think they'd pinch hit for Reeder here. 1st and 3rd, the Giants are looking to make a comeback. It'll be Armando Rios. Armando at 235, 12 homers, and 43 RBI. Miller and Swindell get together. Miller says you've got to get through the inning. Pitch to Rios. Base hit right field. That's down the line. Santiago's going to score. Feliz goes into 3rd. That was a bad play by Reggie Sanders. And it's now 7-3. So here's Cal Murray. Cal 0 for 2 with a walk. Again, they got Swindell needs to finish the inning. Pitch to Murray. Fly ball, left center. Bautista going back, away back there. That's off the wall. Feliz will score. Rios will score. Murray rounds 3rd. That ball was gone. That was a home run. So by the time he got to 2nd, the umpire twirled the finger, and it's now 7-6. In the back of your mind, you got to be thinking the Giants just might win this division through attrition. Wow. So Mike Morgan will come in. Morgan and Methuselah graduated from the same high school. Morgan 41, fastball 87, ground ball pitcher, 3-2 with a 5.58 ERA. Got the win against the Giants last night, 7-6. Went 2 innings, 26 pitches, allowed a hit, a walk and a strikeout. 30 2/3 innings, 35 hits, 25 runs, 19 earned, 4 homers, 23 walks, and 15 strikeouts. So goodness gracious, 1-run ball game now, 2 out here in the 6th. Yeah, you never know. Bernie, your game does the same thing. The ball looks like it hits the wall and it's a home run. Sometimes it's pretty obvious it's a homer. You're dealing with adjusting something 3 or 4 pixels. It just makes it pretty tough. Pitch to Aurelia, who's 0 for 3. Ground ball to Spivey, who makes a diving stop. Throws to Grace for the out. And that will retire the side. However, San Francisco has made this an interesting ball game. Tim Worrell's coming in. It's now 7-6 Arizona. So it's a double switch. Worrell comes in the leadoff spot, and Dunston goes into center. He's a 5 and a 7. And he'll play center field. Worrell making his 40th appearance of the year. Remember, Arizona still leads this ball game 7-6. Tim is 4-1, 2 saves, and an earned run average of .529. 33 years old, fastball at 91, and a ground ball plus pitcher. He pitched last night in that 7-6 loss and not taking the decision. 2 pitches, retired a batter, struck him out on 2 pitches. Now that's interesting. Ever seen that before? 34 innings, 41 hits, 20 runs, all earned. 3 homers, he's walked 20 and striking out 31. And had a 2-pitch strikeout. He must have come in during a batter. There, the game borked. Here's Greg Counsell. He's 2 for 3. Singled twice, scored a run. Struck him out. An 0-2 curve, swung on and missed. So 1 out for Spivey, 2 for 3. Junior has singled and then hit a solo homer in the 4th. To short, Aurelia, over to Galarraga. 2 out. Gonzalez is 0 for 3. He has scored. Fly ball, left center field. Dunston moving over, makes the catch, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Okay, Mike Morgan tries to get his 3 outs. We go to the 7th, 7-6. Arizona. And he starts with Barry Bonds. Mind doing a horse racing game video this weekend? I might. I know I want to do something for Secretariat, but I'm not sure it'll be this weekend. Barry Bonds is 0 for 3. Your mind is not playing tricks. But don't eat the green eggs on the buffet at the casino again, okay, Bernie? Pitch to Bonds, ball 4. So Barry draws the walk. Full count fastball high and in. Brings up Jeff Kent, 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. What do you think Mage's chances are tomorrow? Pitch to Kent. There goes Bonds. It's a hit and run. Gonzalez in the corner, and somebody from Tempe made the catch. So 1 strike count. Throw to Barry. And he's back. I won't make that mistake again. If Dr. Seuss wouldn't eat them, Bernie, he wouldn't eat them in a box, and he wouldn't eat them with a fox. Pitch out there goes Bonds to throw down to Spivey, and Barry is a dead duck. So I think they were trying for the hit and run again, and now it's a ball and a strike with 1 out. Base is empty, 7-6 Arizona. Pitch to Kent. In the center, Bautista. 50-50 chance here. Can't get it. Now, can he keep it in front of him? No, he can't. Kent's going to go for 2. And is in with his 32nd double of the year. Ah, yeah, you're doing a Preakness pre-play. Bernie has his own Facebook group, by the way. Andres Galarraga is 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Base hit left center field, and this game is tied. Galarraga has his 2nd double. The Giants again take advantage of a weak bullpen, and it's 7-7. Here's Santiago. He tripled. Has scored twice and walked. He's 1 for 2. So both teams 7 runs on 10 hits. The Giants made an error. Both teams have left on 5. Santiago, base hit right center field. And Santiago has a double. And it's now 8-7 San Francisco. So here is Eric Davis. He is 1 for 3. With an RBI and a strikeout. Morgan, now the losing pitcher, in the left center. Bautista running in and makes the catch. Santiago will hold. Bernie's long shot bet for the Preakness is number 4. Coffee with Chris, all one word. I have a cousin named Chris. And so, once or twice over the years, I have indeed had coffee with Chris. Feliz is 2 for 3. Pedro has singled, hit a solo homer, and scored twice. Santiago on second. Fly ball in the left center. Bautista will make the catch. Stretch time 8-7 Giants. His money line, by the way, is 20-1. If horse racing betting is legal in your state. Matt Williams is 2 for 2. He has singled twice, driven in a run, and scored. Ground ball to short. Aurelia with a web jams. Robs him of a base hit. Worrell just turns and tips his cap to Rich. One out for Grace, who has singled and tripled. Driven in 2. He now has 35. Ground ball to Aurelia. Second verse, same as the first. Doesn't rob him of a hit. But he'll win the Hoover Award for that. Maine should go off at 3-5. That's about what I've seen his odds of being. And if he does not win, I cannot see him in New York in a month for the Belmont. Reggie Sanders, solo shot, 1 for 3. He's driven in 2. Fly ball left field. Bonds will make the catch, and that'll do it. We go to the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. San Francisco 8, Arizona 7. And so again, you got to run out another tired pitcher. This time it's Brett Prinz. Prinz, 1 and 3, 11 saves, a 2.82 ERA. 25th appearance, 24 years old. Fastball at 92 and a ground ball plus pitcher. Last pitch last night, he faced one batter on 2 pitches in a 7-6 win. 22 and a third innings, 14 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 4 homers. He's walked 10 while striking out 14. Dunston at .313, 8 homers and 27 RBI. San Francisco has taken advantage in the last 2 streams of bad, tired pens. And if you're looking for tired puns, Baseball Demos can help you with those. Pitch to Dunston, struck him out. So that'll do it for Worrell. Tim with 2 good innings. Damian Minor will pinch hit for the Giants. 4 for 19 with an RBI. That's 2-11. Friends deals. Right back up the box, throw to Grace. 2 out. Here's Aurelia. Remember, Minor was in the leadoff spot. Aurelia is 0 for 4. Fly ball, right field. Sanders will make the catch, and that'll do it. Aaron Foltz coming in. 8-7 Giants, bottom 8. Foltz, 48th appearance, 0-1 with a save and a 3.62 ERA. 27 years old, throws a slider, fastball at 90, and a fly ball pitcher. He has pitched or faced the Diamondbacks the last 3 times he's pitched, or now 4. Pitched last night, inning in a third, 22 pitches, a hit and a strikeout. Overall for Aaron, 49 2/3, 43 hits, 20 runs all earned, 7 homers. He walked 16 and struck out 42. Actually, Bernie, we got a live show tonight at 7 Eastern. Not sure what we're doing over the weekend. I hope to catch a lot of the PGA. Bautista, by the way, is 0 for 3. Got him! So Foltz got him to chase a 2-2 slider. Here's Miller, Damian 1 for 3, a double. Pitcher spot coming up next. Got him! 0-1-2, fastball swung on and missed. We got a good morning and a good afternoon. So who can hit a lefty? David DeLucci at 227, 3 homers and 16 RBI. As a pinch hitter, he's hitting .318 with a homer and 4 RBI. Yep. Should be a good one tonight, 7 Eastern. DeLucci in the right field. Davis will pick it up, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Giant pen has been outstanding in this one. We go to the 9th, 8-7 San Francisco. So Eric Sable, who is not tired, will come into pitch. He's making his 30th appearance. He's 26, fastball at 85, and a ground ball plus pitcher. 2 saves and an earned run average of .334. Last pitched on the 25th against the Padres. 6-2 loss, hitting in 2/3, 19 pitches. 35 innings, 45 hits, 15 runs, 13 earned. 2 homers allowed. He's walked 2 and struck out 17. So Bonds is 0 for 3 with a walk. Top of the lineup for Arizona in the bottom of the 9th, presumably against Rob Nen. Pitch to Bonds, ball 4. You'll take that. Here's Kent. Jeff has doubled. He's 1 for 3. He has scored, walked, and struck out. Base hit left field. So first and second, nobody out for Galarraga, who's got a double and an RBI. Now has 2 since coming over from Texas. So Bonds on second, Ken on first. 8-7 Giants. 2 on, nobody out. Top the 9th. Sable deals. Might be 2 if they hurry. Williams goes to Spivey for 1. Galarraga beats out the throw. So it's 5-4 on the fielder's choice. 1 out for Santiago, who is 2 for 3 with a walk. He has doubled and tripled and scored twice, driving home his 28th. So San Francisco, home of the Transamerica Tower, looking for an insurance run. Won't get it from him. That's a strikeout. An 0-2 fastball got him looking. So Eric Davis, 1 for 4, an RBI and a strikeout. First and third, Davis up the middle. Counsell spears it over to Spivey, and Sable holds the door closed. So no runs, a hit. They leave on 2. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 8-7 San Francisco. So 1 to tie, 2 to win, and Foltz is staying in the ballgame. Counsell 2 for 4. The odds say stick with Counsell here. Craig has singled twice, scored, and struck out. Got him, 1 out. So 1-2 changeup, late call, strike 3. Here's Spivey. He is 2 for 4. Solo homer, his second, has scored twice. Gonzalez on deck. Spivey in the right, Davis down the line, and somebody from Scottsdale made that catch. 2-2 the count. Foul back, and we'll do it again. And Spivey draws the walk. He is the tying run, and now the winning run, and Louis Gonzalez is at the plate. Louis is 0 for 4. He has scored a run. He has hit 35 home runs this year while driving in 91. He waves it back and forth. Throw to first. Spivey isn't going anywhere. Gonzalez has 6 game-winning RBI this year. Fultz, a very, very deep breath, delivers. Base hit right field. Davis will pick it up. Spivey moves to second and will hold right there. And then must be exhausted because in comes Brian Boehringer to pitch. So he will face Matt Williams. Boehringer has not had a save chance. This will be his first. He has an earned run average of .66. He's 31 years old. Fastball at 91. And a fly ball pitcher. He went last night 2/3 of an inning. 13 pitches and a walk. So overall, 13 2/3, 9 hits, a run. He's walked 5 and struck out 11. So Spivey the tying run on second, Gonzalez the winning run on first, and Williams the catalyst at the plate. Boehringer deals, struck him out. A 1-2 fastball, strike 3. Got him swinging. And now, the last chance saloon is Mark Grace, who is 2 for 4. He has singled, tripled, driven in 2, and scored once. So everybody up on their feet now. The ball game is on the line. Boehringer, deep breath, deals. Ball 4. And now the winning run is in scoring position for Reggie Sanders, who already has a home run in this game, part of that 5-run outburst in the 3rd inning. 8 runs, 12 hits, an error for San Francisco. They've left on 8. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and Arizona has left on 5. So Grace pulls up the Adirondack chair. Boehringer to face Reggie Sanders. Bases loaded, 2 out. Snap throw to first, and Grace is back. Ball was low, so the count is 1-0. The Giants literally trying to steal a win that way, but Grace has been around the yard a while and knows what he's doing. 1-ball count. Pitch to Sanders. Ball 4, and we're tied up. He lost him. A bases loaded walk for Danny Bautista, and it's 8-8. Danny is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Whoever's watching this one's getting a good one. Again, no Rob Nen for San Francisco. 2 out. 8-8 to score. And Santiago and Boehringer trying to get on the same page. Bautista in the left field. We got free baseball for you. Bonds makes the catch, and that'll do it. But we go to the 10th. A bases loaded walk ties the ball game. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 9, 8-8. So Feliz, Dunston, and somehow Bowringer, he won't bat. Wow. So the pitcher spot third. Feliz with a homer, 2 for 4. And Marvin Bernard will pinch hit. It's a busy day indeed. You're the first person over the age of 50 to ask for a ghost runner, Bernie. Bernard, ground ball to Counsell. Forgot to give you his numbers. 1 out. We'll take care of that for you. 238, 6 homers, and 22 RBI. .261 as a pinch hitter. Dunston's 0 for 1. He struck out. In the left center, back goes Bautista. Well struck, and that is caught. Bautista had to run about 40 yards. Yep. Bernie loves the ghost runner. Save your cards and letters. Saves the bullpen indeed. These pens are trashed. So Bowringer's not going to bat here. Ramon Martinez to pinch hit. As a pinch hitter hitting 200, overall 288, a homer and 23 RBI. It'll be Miller, pitcher spot and Counsell for the Diamondbacks in the 10th. Sable deals. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. And here's Ryan Jensen, who started a ball game a few days ago against Colorado, if you were with us. So advantage Arizona. Jensen making his first relief appearance, 25 years old. Fastball at 92 and a ground ball plus pitcher. Got the start against the Rockies. Yep, with modern baseball, relief pitchers are the key to winning. Jensen threw 5 nondescript innings in a 6-4 win. They took advantage of Colorado's bad bullpen, is what they did. 98 pitches, 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, 6 walks, and a strikeout. 20 2/3 innings, 24 hits, 15 runs all earned. 5 homers, 9 walks, and 15 strikeouts. Miller 1 for 4. Damian, double and a strikeout. So that just tells you where the Giants are right now, if they would bring out their starter from 2 days ago to pitch in a ballgame. Into right field, Davis goes back, 1 out. And who can hit a righty? Tony Womack as a pinch hitter, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Overall, 257, a homer, and 25 RBI. 1 out. Ball 4. So the winning run is on for Craig Counsell, who was 2 for 5. He singled twice, struck out twice, and scored. Throw to first. Womack is back now. When Bernie was a kid, relief pitchers were pitchers who couldn't make it as a starter. If you could get into the bullpen, you could win the game. That's how the Giants beat the Rockies the other night. Pitch to Counsell. Ball 4. So first and second, 1 out for Spivey, who's going to drop one down right here. He squares. Bunt is down. Throw to first. Ken is there. 2-4 on the sacrifice. And I would imagine they're going to walk Gonzalez to face Williams. If not, Louis 1 for 5. So Spivey does his job. Miller, or Womack rather, on third. And again, Counsell has the Adirondack chair on second base. So 2 out. And the winning run 90 feet away. And Gonzalez will go to first. And so now it's Matt Williams, who was 2 for 4. He has singled twice, walked, struck out, drove home his 33rd run, and scored his 24th. So bases loaded, 2 out in an 8-8 tie. Jensen and Santiago try to converge here. Ryan winds and deals, line drive left field, and the tension continues because somebody from Yuma made that play. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So once again, Jensen takes a deep breath and delivers. That's into center field. Dunston goes back, but will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So the Diamondbacks load the bases here in the 10th and can't do anything with it. We go to the 11th, 8-8. So they go with the other fresh pitcher, Tony Brohan, or Troy. Troy making his 37th appearance, 0-1, 3 saves, a 2.88 ERA, 28 years old, fastball at 88, and a ground ball pitcher. Last pitched against the Padres on the 23rd in an 8-7 win, went 1/3 of an inning. Apparently he was not the reason that they won. 29 pitches, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3. 34 in the 3rd innings, 31 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned, 1 homer. He has walked 23 and struck out 26. Aurelia, Bonds, and Kent here in the 11th for San Francisco. Rich is 0 for 5. Struck him out. Got him to chase a 2-2 fastball. 1 out for Bonds, who was 0 for 3 with 2 walks. Barry, you can just see the Special K dripping off him for now. No pitch around him. Ground ball to Brohan, over to first, 2 out. Brings up Kent. Jeff is 2 for 4, double, single, run scored, walk, and a strikeout. Up the middle, a base hit, and the go-ahead run is on with 2 out. For Galarraga, who was 1 for 5, he's got a double and an RBI, a run scored, and a strikeout. Top of the 11th inning, 2 out. Gray, Sanders, and Batista for Arizona in the bottom of the 11th. Pitch to Galarraga, ball 4. So here's Santiago. Benito has doubled, tripled, driven home a run, and scored twice. Brohan is tired. Arizona's bullpen is racked. Miller and Brohan try to say, just get us out of here. Santiago, ground ball to 3rd. Williams goes to Spivey at 2nd for the force. That's all they need. We go to the bottom of the 11th inning here. No runs, a hit, nobody, or no errors. The Giants have left on 10, the Diamondbacks 11. Ryan Jensen coming out for a 2nd inning after 10.5, 8-8. So Grace is 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Has himself a triple. Jensen starts, base hit left field. So the winning run is on as Bonds throws it back in for Reggie Sanders, who now has driven in 3 runs today. He is 1 for 4, a solo shot, a walk, and a strikeout. Jensen deals. That's into center. Dunston playing no doubles will make the catch. 1 out. And Danny Bautista is 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Winning run on first. If we go to the 12th, Eric Davis pitcher spot and Sean Dunston. Jensen deals. Ground ball to Aurelia. This might be 2. Kent for 1. Galarraga for 2. So after 11, it's 8 up. Here's Davis. Eric 1 for 5, an RBI and a strikeout. Brohan deals. Davis draws the walk. 3-1 fastball low and away. Let's see who they use for a pinch hitter. Oh, Jensen hits. He drops one down, foul. No, Williams picks it up and throws it away. Oh! Davis doesn't go to third on the air, but Williams picked it up. He should have let it roll foul. So Jensen on first, Davis on second. Everybody safe, nobody out. They don't really have any other options left. Dunstan's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Drops one down. Miller to Counsell for 1. Over to Grace. They turn it. So 2-6-3 on the double play. Oh my goodness. Wow. So with the pitcher spot up, they're going to try to milk Brohan for one more batter. Martinez is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 8-8, 2 outs in the 12th. Davis on third base hit. That will score a run. So the Giants again strike a tired pen. They don't really have anybody, and with the pitcher spot, you really can't burn anybody. And it's not like they have a lot of people left on the bench. Durazo and Bell. But if you double switch for Spivey, then the pitcher spot's coming up anyway. Aurelia is 0 for 6. They've taken the outcome box off the board. Pitch to Aurelia. Gets away from Miller, and Martinez goes to second. And Aurelia will get a 7-game hitting streak as he punches that one in. Martinez, is he going to round third? Sanders is pretty shallow. And he's going to score. Now they really have to change the pitcher to face Barry Bonds. B.K. Kim, 4 and 6, 5 saves. An earned run average of 255. I'll get letters from this one. 22 years old, throws a slider at 96, a standard pitcher. Has pitched 6 times in the last 7 games. He went an inning and 2/3 last night in that 7-6 win over San Francisco. 37 pitches, a hit. He walked 2 and struck out 3. It'll be Batista if this game goes another inning. 67 innings for BK. 39 hits, 20 runs, 19 earned, 3 homers. He's walked 30 while striking out 70. Pitch to Bonds. Struck him out. Chad Zerbe will now try to close the door. We go to the bottom of the 12th. It's 10-8, San Francisco. So Zerbe is 29 years old, making his 22nd appearance. He's 2-2, 2 saves, an earned run average of 115. He's a fastball pitcher at 87 and a ground ball pitcher. He pitched on the 26th, did not retire a batter. I believe he just faced one. 6 pitches and a hit. So 39 innings, 33 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 9 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Miller 1 for 5, a double and a strikeout. Miller, pinch hitter, and Counsell. 10-8. Arizona 2 to tie, 3 to win. Base hit center field. Bernie, you and I might be pitching before this one's over. Let's see, who can hit a righty? Rubio Durazo will pinch hit. Durazo, as a pinch hitter, has 3 of them. 3 homers, 6 RBI, hitting .243. Overall, .269, 9 homers, and 30 RBI. He is now the tying run. The game will end quickly. I hope so. Fly ball, right center. Dunston running in, 1 out. Miller goes back to first. Here's Counsell. Craig is 2 for 5. He has singled twice, scored, walked once, and struck out twice. Ground ball to Aurelia. This might be it. Kent for 1 on a fantastic play over to Galarraga, and San Francisco wins it by the score of 10-8. And instead of whose bullpen was better, this one really came down to whose bullpen was worse. So it took 5 hours and 12 fake minutes to play. The Giants go to 59 and 45. 10 runs, 15 hits, and error, and they left on 11. Arizona falls to 53 and 50. 8 runs, 13 hits, and error, and they left on 11. Who gets the game-winning hit? They say Calvin Murray is the MVP, but he didn't play all that much. They pinch hit for him. Oh, he drove in 3. Anyway, somehow, some way, Ryan Jensen gets another cheap win. Although he pitched, no, he didn't pitch well. 2 innings, a hit, and 3 walks. All right, talk to you later, Bernie. Arizona, oh, just ugly. Just ugly. That game had 477 pitches in it. The rest of this Friday night in baseball, before we call it a stream, and if the Giants win the division, that's why, because they keep winning cheap ball games. Cubs beat the Cardinals 5-3 and 10. Heredia 2-3. Christensen 3-3. Ron Coomer is 5th of the year, 2 for 5. With 2 RBI. Pittsburgh beats the Astros 6-5. Beimel 1-2. Shane Reynolds falls to 12-3. Ramirez 3 for 4 is 22nd of the year and drives in 3. Cincinnati beats Florida 5-2. Davis goes to 4-2. Matt Clement 4-5. LaRue 2 for 4 is 7th of the year and drives in 2. Phillies a huge win in New York. 11-1 over the Mets. Coggin 2-1. Steve Trashel was trashed 5-6. Bobby Abreu 4 for 4 is 21st of the year, drives in 2. Atlanta 3-1 over Montreal. Greg Maddux 8-6. Mets 1-2. Chipper or Andrew 1 for 3 is 20th of the year. Stolen base. Tigers beat the Indians 3-2. Patterson 3-5. Rincon falls to 4-2. Anderson with his 11th save. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 5-4 in Toronto. Stanton 3-1. Cook Koch 4-5. Bernie Williams 1 for 3 is 18th of the year and drives in 3. The Red Sox pound out. No, that was the day before. 11-3 over Chicago. Casey Fossum, his first win. Kip Wells 5-6. Troy O'Leary 2 for 4 is 11th of the year, drives in 4. Milwaukee 6-5 over the Padres. Painter in 12 gets his first win. Cianez 2-1. Jeremy Burnitz 3 for 6 is 22nd of the year, drives in 2. Texas 3-1 over Tampa. Bell 4-1. Tanyan Sturts 1-12. Zimmerman is 24th save. Dodgers make 4 errors and lose to the Rockies 4-3 and 10. White 2-3. Shaw 4-6. Sheffield 4-5 in the 16th. Seattle in 10 over Minnesota 4-3. Norm Charlton, a nasty boy indeed, 2-0. Carrasco 1-4. Brett Boone, his 23rd 2-4 with 2 RBI. Oakland, Jason Giambi hits his 30th. They beat Kansas City 2-1. Vizcaíno 2-0. Jeff Sapon 7-8. Isringhausen his 21st save. And last but not least, Anaheim 5, Baltimore 1. Schoenweiss 4-10. Johnson 6-12. Scott Spezio 1-2, a stolen base, and 2 walks. Join us tonight, 7 Eastern, for a live episode of Digital Dice. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. So long, everybody.